Good morning. Hey, what's up? What a beautiful day out there. This is Brian Kuzmar with Commercial Ware Coins and Precious Metals in lovely Lauderdale by the Sea. Look how calm it is. Terrible day for surfing or windsurfing or sailing, but it looks like a great day for fishing and diving and just floating around in the water. Look how clear it is today. It's about 71 degrees too. Perfect weather. Well, let's get along with our daily update here. I believe it's February 25th, I think, Thursday. I'm not very good at keeping track of dates here. And of course, you know I like to review over zero hedge, pull some stories from here, but not too much today on precious metals at all. Very quiet out there. In fact, I kind of searched around in a couple pages here. And as you know, I like zero hedge because they provide different viewpoints and different opinions as opposed to the single opinion that you get from corporate media. But again, with all those opinions out there, I sure didn't see too much to look at today. We'll go over a few things here. The Q4 GDP revised to 4.1%, missing expectations. Again, ultimately, that's good for gold and silver prices. You couldn't tell it by gold, though, today in this last couple months here. Something weird going on there, but we'll get to that in a little bit as well. Coinbase, blah, 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 peak, blah, blah, blah. NASDAQs go down. Again, not too much in precious metals here, looking over. And again, you can do your own search in the morning because Zero Hedge is free. You have to look at all the annoying ads. I do have the paid $1 a day subscription service, which gets rid of all those pop-up ads that really take up the whole page. But hey, the great thing about Zero Hedge, unlike the other corporate media, is they do let you read their stuff for free, and their ads are no more annoying than the corporate media ads. Well, maybe a little bit more, but for $1 a day, you can cure that. So not too much to look at today. It's going to be a really short report today. And let's just take a look at the dollar index because I got up and I said, hey, you know, this is a trend I've been following for the last year now that I've been looking at the dollar index on a daily basis, you know, when the markets are open and the gold prices. And typically for the last year, you see this chart right here. You could take this dollar chart and invert the gold chart and put it completely upside down. Right there, and it would fit in there like a puzzle. Let's see what's happening today. I'm going to go to there's the 1 day, and typically the action for the dollar either really starts to take off around 4 to 8 a.m. And I noticed that for the last year. Maybe there's a reason, you know, a good solid reason behind it that I'm just missing. However, between 4 a.m. and 8 a.m., the dollar usually does its biggest movements, it seems, during that period. Or at least maybe that's the time I'm noticing it. So as you can see, between 4 a.m. and 8 a.m., the dollar kind of down and then kind of choppy sideways action with a little bit up there. And let's take a look at the gold 1 day chart here. Is that the 1 dayer? No, here's the 1 day right here. And you can kind of see that almost a similar action there with gold. So I don't see that inverse relationship today, and I'm not quite sure. Maybe it's just a quiet day with markets, but they almost seem to be acting in union together this morning if you kind of take a look at it, which is the complete opposite what it typically is. I got no explanation for it. I just kind of noticed it. Anybody got any thoughts? Put it in the comments down below, and I'll answer it for sure. And hey, listen, thanks for all the comments. I try to answer some of them, and I'll try to answer more in the future. Maybe I'll even do like a little segment during the video here where I'll go and I'll answer some of them right here while I'm doing the show. I'll look into that, and maybe I'll do that, maybe I won't. We'll see. Well, as I said, it's going to be a short show because there's not a lot of news to talk about. And, you know, I don't want to go over the same old stuff about, you know, Bitcoin. I'm just tired of talking about Bitcoin. I'm tired of talking about market manipulators. I'm just sick of it, to be honest with you. I got up today and I'm thinking, like, what am I going to do a show about, man? I'm just so sick of talking about these people, you know, people that manipulate markets. And of course, we don't worry about that. We know how the market's manipulated. But I'm just tired of talking about it. I'm tired of talking about Bitcoin as well. So I'm going to focus on just precious metals today a little bit and keep this report a little bit shorter than normal. Best deals out there in my opinion. The best deals that I have, again, I use We Will Beat all the three big online sellers out there, which I believe is JM Bullion, SD Bullion, APMEX. And so if you're a local customer and you have used those guys, there's nothing wrong with them. I'm just local and my prices are cheaper. I will beat their prices on gold and silver deals for sure, pretty easily. And if you don't live in my area, I've always said, try to buy local, folks. Buy local. Try to keep that money local if you're spending it, even if you have to drive an hour, or hopefully less, an hour or less to get to a good coin or bullion store. Make that commitment. Buy local. Keep the money in your county or your state, and hopefully in your town. Hopefully you got a good dealer in town. Go to your local dealer, friend them up if you can, and just tell them, hey, Brian, I saw a video from Brian. Not that that'll matter. They probably won't even know. They wouldn't know who I am. They'd look at you funny, Brian. But another coin dealer told me to check out my local coin dealers. That's what you tell them, and see if that you can match or beat the prices that I'm looking at online. And if they can do it and make themselves a few bucks, and there's no money out of their pocket, I'm sure they will. And you might be surprised to find out you might have a dealer like me locally that does have great prices on precious metals and will beat the online guys and all the local guys. So go out and take a look before you buy online. That's my that's my thought. So the best buys out there, whether you live in my town, you can buy it from me, or you have to hit your local coin dealer, or even the online guys. The best products out there right now are still, if you can find them, 1 ounce generic rounds. Cheapest premium for a 999 product. Again, they come in buffaloes. They come in all different types, shapes, and size. Well, I mean, not types. Types they do, but they come in all different designs is what I was looking for. Sorry about that. And they're made by good, reputable companies. If you can buy those for spot plus $4.50 or less, or if you can do a cash and carry and walk out with them immediately for less than a $5 premium, that's not bad. Our prices are really good. We have them for $5 or less. We will beat the online sellers, like I said. We can put large orders of these generics for you up. We can put them up anywhere from $375 to $450 over spot. That's the kind of deal that we can make. Of course, $375 you'd have to buy 5,000 ounces plus to get it at that rate. But the most you should be paying on this stuff on small quantities is a little bit under $5, between $4.50 and $5 per ounce. Premium. That's the most in my opinion. The next best deal out there, I cannot find generic 100-ounce bars, but I did find Valcambi bars. So Valcambi bars are going to be priced, they're a premium bar too. It's a good, great looking bar, and I'm not quite sure if that's the design that we'll be getting. I think they have a newer, updated design, but if you could buy Valcambi bars for the cheaper than you can buy the 1 ounce silvers generics for at less than $5 over spot, $4.50 probably even ideally or less. We can do better than that. That would be my suggestion as well. And again, the more you buy, the cheaper price you get. And as you look at the online sellers, you'll see some online sellers we see we have them as cheap as, or as little as, and if you look, that just means if you buy more than 1,500 or 5,000 ounces, they can get them down to that price. Well, we work the same way. The more you buy, the cheaper I can get them to you. And as I said, I can beat all the online seller prices, the big guys. That is tough to say. There's a little guy like me out there online that can beat every prices. I don't know who that is though. But the big trustable online guys that you don't have to worry about sending money to, they've been around for a while. I can beat their prices. And the least best deal I think out there, that's a proof Silver Eagle, by the way. That's not a BU. This is nicer looking than what a regular Silver Eagle looks like. You see that mirror finish. BU Silver Eagles, the ones that you buy just for the silver price, have kind of a granular surface. Not too indifferent from that right there if you took a look at them. So I am showing you a picture of a proof, not the kind of coin you'd be buying typically. And do not buy proof Silver Eagles. Trust me on this. Overpriced for sure. I think regular Silver Eagles are just too pricey to start with, and that's my opinion. Again, JM Bullion, SD Bullion, APMEX Bullion has them, I think, anywhere from $37.5, $38 to $42. I can definitely beat their prices on Silver Eagles. So if you insist on buying Silver Eagles, I can beat the hell out of all their prices as well. And please give me a call and for prices. I can tell you on the phone what we're selling. Just tell me how many you're looking for. Same thing with gold bars right now. I actually have excess. I can get Valcambi Swiss gold bars right now, and for a while I could not get them. This is currently the cheapest way to buy gold. If you can buy Valcambi bars or Perth Mint bars or the Swiss Credit bars, if they're available, they're probably going to be cheaper than Maple Leafs, which has been the cheapest deal for a little while, just because bars haven't been readily available. But I do have a good source on bars right now, and they are the cheapest way to buy gold per ounce. So I'd recommend, if you live in town, this is the best deal I have. This is the best deal you're going to find anywhere, even online. So I do suggest buying the Valcambi bars. You're probably going to save, I'd say about $10 an ounce over the Maple Leaf. And that may not mean a lot to you. So if you wanted to spend the extra $10 an ounce, And boy, doesn't that look pretty. But who cares what it looks like? You're buying gold. Remember that. Gold maple leafs would be the next best deal that we have. And again, if you're visiting your local coin shop or you're trying to buy online, that would be my next suggestion. My first suggestion, if you can get the bars, get them because they are going to be cheaper than maples. And if you don't like bars and you want to stick with the coin type products, maples are going to be your next best deal out there, the next best deal I have, and again, probably the next best deal you can find online or with your local dealer. What next? There's a proof gold eagle too, by the way. A regular BU is going to have, well, not that finish. That's pretty cool. I like how the maple leaf did that. But it's going to have that granular surface, so don't expect your coin to look like this for a gold eagle. This is a proof version of that. And again, you do not want to buy proof gold eagles. It's a collector version and overpriced for what you want to do. You're buying bullion here, so don't buy proofs. So the next product up in the line as far as popularity goes, and there are other products, I'm just sticking with the big three, would be gold eagles. And again, gold eagles a whopping $160 or something like that to $180 premium. That's just insane, folks. I would definitely stick with the gold bars or the maple leafs for sure, because well, don't you get a little more when you? This is what I get asked often when people ask me about gold eagles and maple leafs versus bars. And same thing with silver. People ask me about silver maple leafs and versus buying the generic stuff like this. When they ask me, they say, Brian, when you go to sell it, don't you get a little bit more for eagles and rather than the generic products? And I say, yeah, you do right now. Why the market's still good? Why there's big demand and small supply? Yeah, you'll get a little premium for it. But when you go to sell this stuff, chances are there's going to be little demand and the prices are going to be high, and you're going to be selling into a bubble market. In that case, your silver eagles are going to be worth the same price. Your dealers and everyone across the board is going to be paying the same for silver eagles just about as they're paying for 100-ounce bars. Chances are, if you're in a bubble market and everyone's selling at once, there's going to be so much product coming into refiners and dealers that they're going to start discounting everything. I've seen it happen twice already. They're going to start discounting everything across the board. I saw 100-ounce silver bars during 1980 when I was working with my father during the 1980 market. Silver went up to $50 an ounce, which if you think about it really means $500 an ounce in today's dollars, but $50 an ounce. 100-ounce bars were literally being discounted because it was at the top. It was, we were in bubble territory at $50 an ounce in 1980, and we had so much stuff. We had people lined up, my dad's little store, lined up out the door, literally with trays, silver trays and silver bars. But at one point when silver hit $50 an ounce, those premium 100-ounce Engelhard bars that people had bought as investments and paid a good premium for, they were bringing $5 under spot. The most you could get was $4,500 for a 100-ounce silver bar, and you were lucky if you did. That was the peak. It was more than likely going to be around $4,200, $4,300. So anyways, the premiums just go away when the markets get really heated up. So why pay the premium to start with? And if you take a look at one of my videos that I did earlier, I think it was a week or two ago, you'll see that I talk about that. And hold on a second, let me just pull up that video and I'll show it to you. There we go, YouTuber. Sorry for the crude way I do this with you folks. And there we go. Where is that video? It is, oh geez, sorry about that. Counterfeit. Don't buy U.S. silver eagles. And this is not a bad thing. Watch this video if you get a chance right here. Because what I do is I compare how many ounces you can get for the same price. For what you spend on 100 silver eagles, you can buy 109 generics for 110 of these. And that disparity is even greater. You can buy more generics now than you could silver eagles for sure. So I'd rather see you buy more silver than pay a lot of premium up front, and that's just my opinion. By the way, if you didn't see this video, it's on my video or on our YouTube page, and we do have some educational videos as well. So let me see here. Let me move up here to my next. What are we going to move into? All right, we talked about the best deals out there. I'm going to talk about precious metal prices. This is very odd. I haven't updated this page in the last 20 minutes, but take a look at this. Gold down $17, but silver up. I'm kind of perplexed by today. Not much news out there. Weird markets. And the ocean is nice and calm, by the way. Maybe it's no, that's not the picture. Maybe there it is. Maybe it's the calm before the storm, if you don't mind me making an analogy here of some sorts. Maybe that's what we're seeing right now in precious metals. But oddly enough, Gold kind of is a little bit lower, silver a little bit higher. Silver bopping above 2,800, and platinum up a couple bucks, but again, kind of trading sideways. So let's look at the range, 1779 to 1805. Hey, that's a $25 range on gold. 2769 to 2822. Silver was 22 cents over that $28 market for sure, and pretty good range there as well. Let's take a look here, 1248 to 1271 for platinum. But again, look, silver up, the other metals down. And I'm going to do a quick refresh on this. Let's see what happened in the last 20 minutes. Yesterday, I was really surprised. Gold was up 10 bucks in like no time at all, but that's not uncommon either. Do a quick refresh. Down another 5 bucks, and it looks like silver just got whacked for that quarter. So it looks like we're going to have down markets today, a little sideways. But again, as I've always said, buy these dips when you can if you're looking to cost average down. The only problem with buying the dips today is the stupid premiums are ridiculous on these products. Even on my cheapest products, I kind of think they're ridiculous. However, the reason for that is because you're not looking at real spot prices. The spot prices that we see here are paper prices. They're contract prices or ETF prices, whatever they are. They don't represent the real world as far as real physical gold. So I'm calling the real physical gold prices today at 1808. Which is probably about 20 bucks higher than what I saw earlier, and 30.25. So we're still sitting above that $18 mark, and we're still sitting above that $30 mark in my for real silver. And again, it's a calculation I use by taking the current spot price and subtracting the difference between what the average wholesale cost was versus what the wholesale cost is now. And for silver, that's been about $2.25 per ounce on generic products. They're $2.25 higher than they've typically been on an average for the last 10 years. So I'm just adding $2.25 to the current spot price of silver to come up with, I think, is a real physical spot price. And real gold prices kind of doing the same thing using bars like the Valcambi bars and stuff, figuring their wholesale price now versus what it was typically for the last decade. And I'm adding about, I think it's about 40 bucks on. No, I'm sorry, hold on. I'm adding about 20 bucks on right now. So it looks like in the real world gold prices are around 1808. But, you know, it really doesn't matter. That's just kind of something fun I'm doing and just trying to get a feel for what's really going on out there. Well, I told you I'd keep this report short, and I'm going to try to do that. Not much to talk about today, but I really appreciate you watching. Hey, thanks. Have a great day. Give me a call if you got any questions at 954-493-8811. We're here 10 to 4, Mondays through Fridays. Happy to help you out with your purchases or anything else you need to help make a better and what am I looking for? A better purchase, I guess I should say. I need another cup of coffee. Well, hey, thanks for watching again. If anything crazy happens today, I'll do another report. If not, talk to you tomorrow.